Gaffer, spirits must be incredibly high at the moment, the form we're in, heading into a big game. Take us inside that dressing room.
Good. The atmosphere, as you say, is really good at the moment. Everyone's happy. People are just got smiling faces because, as you say, yeah, we're in good form. The session was really good today. Bit of a lighter one, bit of a fun session, but was good. Bit of a cool down for the lads who played the majority of the minutes on Tuesday, and then tomorrow we'll get real stuck into the prep for what's going to be a brilliant game away at Portsmouth, top of the league clash. So can't wait.
We'll get stuck into that in just a sec, but on the training side of things and kind of keeping the players ticking at the moment, it's been a really intense start to the season, a really good one. What sort of things are you doing to kind of keep them at that level and not maybe pushing them too far and not letting it drop off? How do you keep it there?
Yeah, so we've got to trust the performance team. So that's where Elliot comes into his own. Really, he tracks all the lads' data. The intensity that they train at, the intensity that they play at, and then sometimes you'd think with the amount of games that we've played, you'd have to sort of come off them on the training sessions a bit, but he will then say no, they need to keep topping up. So the lads are having to do extra little sprints and bits of work that the individuals need. So for example, Ryan Hardy last week, when we were going through the shape, because he was up at the top end of the pitch, he wasn't hitting the high speed distances that he was supposed to. So at the end of the session he gets pulled to one side, because when he's asked to do that on Tuesday night against Oxford, his body's got to be prepared for it. So that's where you put a bit of trust into that team to make sure we get no injuries. And then as the coaching staff, we just have to try and be sensible with what we do. So we knew Tuesday was quite a physical game, took a lot out of us. So today the session was about getting the lads out there, getting everybody like an active recovery session, if you like. And the lads who didn't play done a bit extra, so it was good. And then tomorrow then we'll spend a bit longer on our prep, because that's what we usually do when we've got a 3-game week, but as you know, it was only a 2-game week. But yeah,
in the end it was
quite complicated, but we just try our best to get it right. Yeah,
and I suppose preparation work is always key, and going into a game like Portsmouth, the form that they're in, that there must be so many avenues in which they can hurt teams. I mean, how do you see them at the moment?
Good. Look, they have got avenues, but predominantly what they're doing this season is putting people under pressure by getting balls forward and putting good crosses and good deliveries in the box, because the players that they signed in Colby Bishop, Joe Piggott, Dane Scarlett, they've all hit the ground running, playing well, so they're getting into the forward players and going from there. Behind that, they've got Pack and Tom Lowry, who are good footballers, can both hurt you if you give them time on the ball, and they've been solid at the back. So good balance to their squad at the moment. As I say, they brought in 12 players, I think, over the summer in their recruitment, so a big turnaround, change a little bit in the system and how they're playing. But we know it'll still be the same old tough game. Every time we've been there over the last few years, especially last year's game was a real tough one, but it was an enjoyable one, and we're looking for something the same this weekend. They
are normally belters, these games. Would normally actually end 2-2, don't they?
Well, away from home it has, yeah. Look, we've blown leads, haven't we, a couple of times over the last few years there, and that hurts. So hopefully we can get ahead this time and manage to hang on or manage to get over the line. But look, I know Danny and Nicky well. They were on my pro licence course, and I know that they're flying as well. They're high in confidence, so it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I know it's early in the season. We haven't yet played 10 league games, but the top 4 play each other this weekend.
Yeah, you've seen that.
Portsmouth and us, and Sheffield Wednesday and Ipswich, and you can maybe look at it and think that's the first big crucial weekend of the season, maybe.
Yeah, well, look, it's only early though. It's only 9 games in or whatever it's going to be, so there's still a long way to go. But it's good. It should be exciting for all of the teams, everyone's fans who are involved, and that's what we want. We want to be in these discussions and in these types of exciting games. It's brilliant for us to just be at that top of the league at the moment, competing. That's what we want to do. We want to be a match for everyone that we play, no matter what people should think where we should be or whatever. We're going to go and give it our all every single week, and we'll go to Portsmouth full of confidence, hoping to go there and try and win. We want to be the first team that beats them this year. Ipswich are the only other team unbeaten, and we want to try and end one of them results this week.
Top stuff, Cafe. Best of luck.